then you might say, hey, everybody says grab the opportunity at first and rock like anything. Be the first one to speak. Then why you are saying be the last one to speak? Is anything wrong with you or anybody else? Tell me. Then the reason of this is here. When it comes to be the first one to speak, then this thing to be the first one to speak is applicable at some places, but they are also very important. But when it comes to be the last one to speak, it is applicable at the most of the places, and that's also super very much important. It actually happens in our daily life, last one to speak. But we don't speak at the last, and then we think, hey, in comparison of that person, we are more knowledgeable, we are more talented, we have more experience, we have read so many books, but still, we are not getting that much appreciation, we are not getting that much promoted as compared to that person. But that person is lesser to me comparing to these all things when it comes to reading books, experience, expertise. But why he is getting promoted? Why he is getting more praise, raise? You might thought this thing. Then the thing is here. So let me just answer this first question of yours. That why not to be the first one to speak? Guys, when it comes to speak at the first go, then it is applicable at the very trickiest situation, or we can say as like where you have to grab the opportunity, where like something like this is happening, that very minimum people will come, then you be the first one to speak. Or something like this is there, that hey, who wants to talk to this millionaire? Who wants to ask the question? We will take any one or two questions. Who wants to go first? Then you go first. Or something like this is happening. Who wants to be a volunteer? We will take only one or two. Then you be the first. Or who wants to do this specific thing? Only this one person. Who will raise a hand first? We will take that person. Then you be the first. Sometimes where things are there that only few people will go. Or there are heavy competition, high competition there. Only few people, only few people, only few people. Then you go there. So this was being first one to speak only at some of the tricky situations where only few amount of people will go. But when it comes to speaking at last, or speaking at the last, or second last, or something like it, but at the last, then when to speak and why to speak at last? You must have noticed that thing. Most of the intelligent people, intelligent, knowledgeable, experienced, like CEOs, big people, they speak at the last when everybody is finished whatever they want to say. And they always say this thing, hey, like Manish said this thing, great point by the way, that's Deepak said this thing, as Abhishek said this thing. They also said this. At the last, they speak and they also take their other people's name, and we feel so much praised. So this is only the thing. What do you observe when you speak at the last? There are so many benefits. When you speak at the last, everybody have that curiosity. Hey, what will you speak? What will be your opinion? Hey, what do you want to say? Everybody build that curiosity. And second thing, what will happen? You will observe lots of things and what people are saying, why they are saying. Because what happens if someone says something, you'll be like, hey, it's wrong. Hey, it's wrong. It's wrong. What I'm saying is wrong. But no. But when you will speak at last, you will observe lots of things. You actually have to observe lots of things. Hey, why is saying this thing? Why? And even it might happen with you that thing that, hey, someone is speaking something and you're like, it must not be like it. How this can happen like it? But when you listen that thing very carefully, you become like, oh, really? Then you get to understand when you listen that thing carefully. Or you might have observed that thing that you listen video at the first go, you'll be like, I didn't get anything. He's seeing something wrong. He don't know this thing. But when you watch it a second go, you understood something. When you watch the same video a third go, you just went more deeper and you understood something. But what the thing is there, at the first go, your concentration level was not that high. And second go, little bit more high. At the third go, little bit more high to watch that video. So like that only, what you have to do is, your last one to speak, then you have to observe, listen what they all are saying. What they all are saying and why they all are saying. Then you will say, why they all are saying, how people get that? Here, you have to remember few things. You don't have to make any kind of bad expression. Hey, what you are saying, hey, so boring. Or you don't have to give any kind of like expression which will actually make that person feel like he's wrong or something bad. No, you don't have to do that thing. And second thing, which actually comes here is, you don't have to say anything. No yes, no wrong. No agree, no disagree. Nothing. Nothing you have to do. Neither you have to nod. Okay, yes, you are correct. Or no, you are wrong. You don't have to do these three things. But what? The single thing you are allowed to do is asking question. Hey, why this is like it? Oh, got the point. But why? Why you are saying like this? And why it will work? You have to say this. If you're not clear on what you are saying, what that person is saying. But also not like in the way, hey, why it is there? In a simple, normal tone. That will actually not make that person feel offensive. That thing. As I just told you these three things. So, now you will ask me, okay, we are done that. It will build curiosity and we will observe lots of things and we are not allowed to do nothing, saying yes or no or saying anything offensive or saying in a way that offends anybody. Okay, we got that thing. But also we have to observe lots of things and allowed to ask questions. And then you will ask, okay, these all things are okay, but afterwards how we will say? We will express our same thoughts again. So then what's the benefit of observing things and those all? Any benefit or what's the thing? You must be confused in it. And the thing is here. What will happen when you will speak at last? Let me just revise you again. Listen this very carefully. As I just tell you, it will build a curiosity to people that, hey, what that person will say, what that person will say. And automatically this thing will be converted into authority. Because big people, authority people speak at the last. As I just told you. And second thing, you will observe a lot. Why people are saying this. And you have to be at that point a very good listener. Listen very carefully, like the way you listen that video at the third round. Very carefully, very deeply, and then you understood, hey, yes, why he wants to say this thing. I just gave you that example. So you have to listen in that way. And at that point, you're not allowed to not say yes or no, or make any kind of expressions that which will get to look at, hey, that person is right or wrong. No, but the only thing you're allowed to do is asking the question, hey, why it is like it? Hey, why it is not like this? So that person will explain it and then you will get to know, oh, that's what. How, like why is our company planning this thing? Or we are planning something like it. Oh, how great idea. You will notice that, that person wants to say something like it. And you will observe literally lots and lots of things. Literally lots and lots of things. The way he is telling and everything you will notice, observe. And you will learn lots of things at that point. So then you will say, okay, we done this thing. So what are now benefit? The benefit will be when you will say at the last, authority will, everything will, then how you have to say. Here, also some of the things you have to follow. First, whatever you have to say at very shortly, briefly say what you want to say. not add so many long lengthy words, neither you have to just switch the whole paragraph, whatever you want to say. Say in a short manner, whatever you want to say, but it should be solid, literally solid. And as I just told you, you observed lots of things from whatever they said. You got the idea, like what they all are planning, what they want to say. So you also can steal something from them all. Not like that, oh, you don't have to say that the same ditto thing that they said, but you can give them credit. That likewise, that Deepak said this thing. Deepak said this thing, this is so very much valid. This is how it can work. And likewise, Abhishek does thing, same thing. Then you can take credit from others. And which will also make you feel special, different, authoritative person, and also them. They will also feel like, oh, he took my name. He took my name. And likewise, you will build a great connection with them. And you will build a great connection with them, and lots of things can happen, that they can share a great idea with you, how this thing can work, and lots of different things will happen. But the authoritative will be built, will be incredible in comparison of those all people. And second thing which actually will happen is as you become the good speaker, good listener actually. And as you said it so briefly, the solid thing, then everybody will think about that same thing afterwards. And you might think, why anybody will think about the thing which I said? Doesn't matter, it's short. Because of the reason, whatever you said was solid. Was like that big paragraph wasn't short. So there were lots of things to understand in it. So everybody will think about it. Oh, even people will go in so deep a manner and they will understand so many great things. It's something you don't know. And people will think about you and the idea about you, and they will have literally a great image about you. And as I just told you about saying that taking the name of other people, then you will just build a different personality. And even as you just observe that person is saying something different, that person is saying something different, then you can say something like it, that, oh, like twice that person said, this thing can work, but in a way. And even if we can mix the same thing of that same Abhishek, then it will create something like it, and which will convert into a great profit, or this much interest level, or whatever. But one thing you have to remember here, you don't have to say something like, Avinash was wrong here. This person was wrong here. You don't have to take that thing. Even you don't have to take that person's name. Because otherwise that person will feel, hey, how are you saying I'm wrong? Then it will convert into a controversy or something like it. So you don't have to do like it. So let me just again summarize to you. So when you can be the first one to speak, situation. When something tricky is there, when like one or two people can go only there, or there is any kind of tough competition, then be the first one, or any kind of thing is there, hey, I will take the question answer of 2 or 3 people, then you go the first one. Where tricky thing is there, where only minimum people can go there, then run for the opportunity and go the first one. But when it comes to speak and get the last one, you must have seen a group of people, you're talking, lots of people are there. So everybody would be like, hey, I want to speak first, I want to speak up, I want to speak first. And you know, those who are there who want to speak first, they don't even know what they have actually want to speak. And why we are just sat in a group to say anything. So your boss has said to you that like in a boardroom meeting, that everybody will share their opinion according to this. Nobody know very clearly there that what we have to share. What the boss mean by our opinion about what thing? But sometime what happened, it turned out into good opinion. And then afterwards you realize, okay, that's a good opinion. And even likewise, sometimes your boss is like, oh no, this thing not, this thing, this not, this thing. He also explain it. So likewise, you have to be the last one to speak at that area where you are surely confirmed that you will get the chance. You will get a chance. So at that point, you have to be the last one to speak. And what are the benefits? You will be the good listener. You will be a high authority compared to other members. And you will observe lots of things. Literally lots of things, and likewise you will also get the idea what you have to say and how it can give benefit to your idea and what thing you can add to your idea. And one more thing which you can add when you are speaking is take the credits of other. Like that person said, that person said, that person said. I hope so you got that thing when you have to be the first one to speak and when you have to be the last one to speak. Hope so you got it and you will follow it.